Why? There is an aircon there. Sorry. Now you can hear me now, right? How are you guys? And the driver sensei Beberona. Good now. Yeah, okay. So, yes, you can hear me now. Oh my gosh. Beberona. Rona vlogs. My schedule is one. But yeah, now I'm in love. Whoa. Okay, I'm happy to hear that you are in love. You are in love. I hope you're not be in a you're not gonna put in a friend zone. Yes, I hope that the driver sensei. So how are you doing? How are you doing? Corona vlog is still online. She messaged me, "Babe, you start now because I'm going to end my sim." I'm in love. Oh, who's that lucky girl? The driver sensei. Who's that lucky one? I'm just happy to see you. Oh, thank you so much. Me too. I'm so much happy that you are here in my live stream again. Did my smile is long, short, or big? You love my hair. Oh, okay, I give you now. Hey, gingerbread Jack. Welcome to my live stream. How are you? How are you, my friend? It's been a long time. That's why I miss you all, guys. I miss to do live stream using StreamYard. New York. Hello, Rona Raid. I thought you would be in Rona's vlogs. I was there, and then Rona vlog says, "You go now, start your live because I'm going to end." She messaged me. She also messaged to the live stream. Okay. Hi again, sis. Hello, Kuya Brett. Where's the rice way? Thank you so much, Beberona. Thank you so much, everybody. And my Whitey family. I love you. I miss you all. I miss you, Mesio. Oh, Kuya Brett and Rona Vlogs is sharing their live stream. Thank you so much. I miss talking. I miss talking. But I'm not sure if, and because I'm still here in another city, another house. I'm not. I can't shout. Make a love shout out there, Rona Vlog from Gingerbread Chat. Okay, if there's somebody who wants to join me here, you can click the link that I dropped. If you can see it, I'm not sure if someone can see me. The StreamYard link. Welcome, Rona. The right, J writes fashionably late. As always, he's going to put a makeup. Yeah, yeah. The right way is, I think he is now putting a makeup. Hannah retouching his makeup. Hi, Kuya
Hello.
Brent.
Hi.
Hello.
You were
Welcome,
drinking. Okay, yeah, yeah.
again to my live
You're welcome
stream.
always, sis. You gotta go like
Yes,
this,
thank you so much.
little hearts.
Heart and my heart is like this.
You know, like the big one, two little ones. The Koreans started that,
Yeah.
I guess. So someone told me the Koreans started the
Oh,
little hearts,
will
their
you breath
fingers.
before you come up? Oh my gosh. Thank you for the
You're
super
welcome,
sticker.
Kiss. Yep.
Woo!
You're my sister forever.
Yeah.
Yep.
So how is my sister or
Huh?
Deborah?
She's good. She's sleeping right now, probably.
She's
Yeah, she's probably still sleeping. She went to
asleep.
bed around
Yes, you can join us here
10
in
or
the
something.
driver's seat and
She went
say,
to bed around 10
please
a.m. She's
share your
probably be
energy.
sleeping for a couple more hours at least. She's
Mm.
good. I talked to
Okay.
her on
You know
video
what?
call for a while yesterday, or earlier this morning, actually. Talked to her on
Mm.
video call for a couple hours. You're doing good. We were both at
Hey, baby, the sexy scratcher. I'm driving, but I wanted to say hi. Hello, baby.
hey
I
baby.
miss you, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, Deborah's
But
good.
just say
Yeah.
sorry again, Kuya Brett. I distracted on you because I tried to shine it out. The baby and the driver since they they're into the red Jack and the live stream.
Okay.
Come again?
It's all good. It's your stream. I'm just a guest.
Yeah, because I miss to do that because maybe I always do live, but I'm not always present in like watching live streaming, attending live stream because I'm so busy. I'm just I'm doing live stream and whenever I have a free time.
Yeah,
Where we're in
I
vacation
understand
for
that. I know
about
people that
three
do that too. People that are busy, like OFWs like you, that do it on their free time.
mm,
One lady doesn't stream very much anymore. She only streams maybe like once every couple weeks or 3 weeks because she's so busy. She works as a caregiver taking care of an old lady. Then she works like I think like a few days a week part time for like a few hours each time doing another job. So she works like two jobs. She's already
yeah,
working like 12,
Ramadan
12
is
maybe
just
15
like
hours a day on her
just
other job.
finished.
Yeah. Hi, Niece Flores, as he say it. I think that's his name. I don't know.
Mm.
She's like my
Is the Deborah is still in Manila?
yeah. She lives in Pasai City or Pasai City or however you say it. She still lives, yeah. And she works like two times. She has to work like two times a day. She
Mm?
works for like I don't know 3 or 4 hours one time and 3 or 4 hours the next time, something like that. And she usually works like
Oh,
my time. She's usually working probably I think it's around like 6 or 7 p.m. my time to like 10 or 11, and then she works like takes like probably like a 6 or 7 hour break, and then works again. And then she has to do things like she has to go. One time she has to go get like smokes for her boss. She has to go out and get cigarettes for him.
okay. Wait a minute. Nice Flores. Hello, welcome to my live stream. Nice Flores is invited from of my friend Gingerbread Jack. Welcome to my live stream.
Mm-hmm.
Nice Flores.
Says hi, Sissy
Yeah.
Celeste. Galeria Vlogs. How are you from Sean Williams?
Oh, wait, I
Hi,
gotta.
Sean.
Hello, Brett. Hello, Kuya Shan. Hello, everybody.
Yep.
They asked me, hey, Celestia, what happened to you? Why are you looking so sad? No, I'm not sad. I
No.
never get sad. And it's like
No.
when I just I'm just stop talking, just quiet. So me I'm really looking like that. That's my
No. You
face.
you weren't sad because people thought you were sad in Rona's panel. I
Yes,
don't know what. No.
that
Says
is me. That's my face.
mhm. And we were talking on our last stream on Rona stream about the friend zone. Have you ever been friend zoned?
Yeah, friend zone. I think I'm a bad girl. I think because my during my high school days, when talking about friend zone, I don't know that really what it means the friend zone right now.
It means like if
That's what
you,
they say.
like what they're saying is if someone likes you and you just go, I just want to be friends, or you don't want to date them, you just want to stay friends, and that's friend
Yeah,
zoning
me I like
somebody.
that in during my high school days, in my college days, especially high school days, because on my focus on that time is like study, 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 only studies.
Yeah.
Because I told to them that I want to finish my college because
Uh,
in my family, they it's in their mind that once you have a boyfriend, it means during in the younger age, it means you're going to get married as early as you know
earlier.
they all
Yeah.
think that
They think if you
it's
have a
it's in
boyfriend,
their
that means
mind.
you need to get married.
Once you have a boyfriend, it means you're going to get married as early as in your age, like 15 or because me, I graduated in
15.
high school is 15. If you're going to have a boyfriend, it means you're going to get married. That's why me, I'm afraid to have a relationship on that age.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, because your parents are going, well, if you have a relationship, then you got to get married, and you're like, no, you're putting too much pressure on me right
Because
away.
it's a it's just like an old saying in a culture, old saying in our place. That's why. And then one wait, I gonna share you. Uh, one time I think it's my middle school on my fourth year is senior high. I don't know, it's a junior high. I think it's a middle year, and there is someone. Really, it's been like a long, I think 5 or 7 months. He's courting me, but I always refuse to his, to his
To his advances.
he is wanted from me, and then I said no, no, no. I wanted to finish my studies. Hi, Beberona. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming. Yeah, Beberona. I'm just trying to share it with you that I don't know if they call it's a friend zone.
Hmm.
And then okay, like it's like a craziness because a lot of my friends they already have boyfriends. I am the only one since like
Yeah.
I'm the only one out of the 12 in the groups don't have any boyfriends at all. Sure, sure world. Okay, okay. So that time, said my friends say, hey, why don't you try to accept him since he is already it's a long time. It's been a long time that he is asking for your yes like that. And that guy is also a friend of my girl's friend's boyfriend. I have a group of friends that their boyfriends is also a friend, and who is proposing on me is a friend of them. So maybe in like as what Rona says that always in our culture or in our school there is a like a party for always do party every time that we have a celebration like a final demonstration field demo like that or
Yeah.
a JS prom. It's a JS prom is during February like that. And then I was thinking, okay, why not? Okay, let's try this. And then maybe I just tried it. It's just like it's out from my
You're
I
welcome
just
to make
tried it
some
to
trees.
have a relationship, and then maybe it's about 1 week that me and him in a boyfriend girlfriend relationship. And that time he started to ask me to introduce to his parents as a girlfriend. And then
Already?
I said,
Wow.
okay, okay. He started to introduce me to his parents and the whole family, brother and sisters, and like that. But the we have our place is different barangays. it's a like I don't know how to say this, baby Rona. It's as like it's separate divided by the sea like that. It's a different barangays, different place. And then the second week comes, he is asking me now that he is going to propose to my parents. He's going to
Oh,
propose to
you're
my
gonna
parents.
say, can I have your daughter in marriage? What are you gonna
Bec-
say?
Yeah, to
Wow,
ask them
already in
because
2 weeks.
that's the culture
Wow,
in our
you barely
place
even know the guy that well.
that the guy would be should be asked to the parents
Hmm.
the hand of the girl like that
Hmm.
to be a
Yeah, marriage.
girlfriend like that or a wife. And then I am too much afraid. And then
And how
it's
old are you? Like
starting off.
14 or 15 or
That's
something?
starting off. Like I feel like I feel I'm not comfortable in that relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I hear you.
because
It
there
makes it
is a.
awkward because he
It's
wanted
not
to.
an
He was moving
awkward.
way too fast in the relationship. That's what he was doing.
I am afraid that my because I wanted that relationship as a private. Like
Mhm.
my I don't want that my parents knows
Brian
that
used.
I already have a boyfriend.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm taking notes. Oh my gosh, I'm back now. Thank you so much for coming back, Gingerbread.
Mhm. And how old are you? You said you were
Can you
in
remove me
high
from the
school.
friend zone? I will be a good sensei.
So were you
Okay.
in high school? Is what you're saying?
Yeah,
You
that's
were
why
in
in last year in my high school.
okay. So yeah, you were a senior then, so you weren't super young. At first, you're
Oh
saying
yeah.
you were like 15. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm just only 15 in this. Really, I am just like a young lady.
Yeah. Why would you want to get married
But
to someone? I don't know. Why would you want to be married that young, anyways? You gotta live your
yeah,
life first for a little while.
and that guy is really asking me na he already started because he is older than me for about I think 7 years. He older than me 7 years.
Wow, he was like what they call
Yeah,
going
he's
for an
not my
unmarried woman.
classmate. He is, he is from outside.
Yeah,
I just met him because of my
yeah, that's
friends.
weird in
But
America. That's like an older guy going with like a teenager. That's low. That's like not cool in America.
yeah, and then that's why I'm not comfortable in that relationship because I feel the pressure. I feel
Yeah,
the pressure. First, I don't want to get married yet because I am very young and
naive.
my
You were
focus is I
naive.
wanted to finish my study in college. I want to have a degree.
Yeah, your
And then
college was more important than a relationship at the time.
yeah,
You
that's why
wanted
I
to
don't
finish
want to enter
college,
in
get a
a
degree,
relationship. But
and then possibly down the line have a family and a marriage, which you did eventually.
mm, and then after that, the pressure is really there. And then I asked to my friends that I think I need to break up this guy. They said why? Because this guy is too much. Is very serious. Very serious. He really wanted to marry me right now, right away. You know. And then
Mhm.
I keep on telling to that guy that I wanted to finish my studies in college because if we get married this time, we don't have any. I know the future of not just for us. It's about for the kids. I said, no, I don't want to meet you to maybe you met somebody in your college days like that.
Mhm.
It's too much negative.
Yeah. Well, did you meet anybody when you were in college?
Yeah, maybe he's thinking like that. And
Hmm.
then and then it started to, I started to cool down from him. And
Wow.
then maybe after 3 weeks, he it's out of my, it's not it's out of my knowledge that he went to my parents' place. I know. Oh,
Weird.
It's my I think my father's cousin, and that my father cousin is very close to my parents. And then he opened up. He opened up to my is my uncle. I am calling him as uncle. He opened up to him that this girl is my girlfriend already for about a week, like that. I really wanted to marry
A
her
week.
like that.
Yeah. Oh, she's
Yeah,
been living there already for a week. It's like he's saying it's like a super long time.
yeah. It
It's not
seems like
that's not
he feel
long at
like
all.
we're in a relationship for about a year.
Oh,
That's like, oh my gosh, I don't know what to do because and I also have a brother, an older brother than me. We're just two, and then my brother is too much. Is he is a very what did you call this?
uh,
Very protective brother.
oh, protective. Yeah, he like yeah
Yeah, he's very
looks
protective
out
of
for you.
me, and I am thinking, what if he knows that I have a boyfriend that guy is my boyfriend since they are already meeting on the friends like bonding.
Hmm.
I was thinking, what if my brother knows that that guy is my boyfriend? Thomas thinking. You know what
Hmm.
So I felt the pressure. So I break up with him. I break up with them
Yeah.
3 times. 3 times. The third time is the final. The
Oh,
final breakup with him. Yeah,
yeah.
really too much
So
cry.
now,
Yeah, I feel so. Of course, I already love him,
hmm,
but I'm thinking about my future
yeah,
because I'm not yet ready to get married yet.
no,
You know,
obviously not. If he said no and broke up with him after the third time, you didn't want to get married with him. But then you were married. Well, once, weren't you? You were married after that. You were
mm,
married after that guy, right? And then
yes, and then,
you had the three kids, right? You have three kids, right?
yeah, right now, yes, I have chickens, and
And
then,
then you were married to your kid's father, right?
mm-hmm. And
Oh,
then
okay.
okay, that time, so I break up. Every time I broke up with him, he always drinking. It's alcoholic drink. And then the third time I broke up with him is the last, no chance
The
to
last
to
straw, they call it.
be to be together again as a girlfriend boyfriend. He
Yeah.
really, he really drank, and then driver since he is hilarious. He really drank, and then her sister, his sister is a my cousin's wife, come to my school, and then she asked me about that if maybe I could do something that her brother could stop
Hmm.
on drinking alcohol, stop drinking like that. And I said no because I tell her about the details
Hmm.
like that. And then the second day, I think his mother trying to
Hmm.
trying to communicate with me, but I refuse it. I refuse to talk
Hmm.
about it. And then I think after a week, I just heard from his friend that that guy got married to to the girl. Like maybe they just met in like in a party.
So he got married.
He get
He just
married.
wanted to get married.
Mm. Yeah,
He
that's
didn't.
that's until I finish my high school days. That's the only thing that I heard and news from him. And I never asked to his friends what happened to him like that. I never communicate about him.
Hmm.
And then I think and then after that my school I go to Manila
Hmm.
for my for my studying in college. Oh, it's a long.
Oh
Hey, the
yeah,
driver says you take note. You take the note.
Driver Sensei is hilarious from New York Beast.
Yeah, New York. Hello. Junior Brenda.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Why is it all about like
You're
me
everything.
sharing about that? So I think after 2 years or 3 years, I went back to my province, and then suddenly I met him in nice long story. I'm recording everything. I will write a book.
Yeah, I'll write the
I
book.
like it. What's that the right sensing?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a love story.
yeah, it's a love story, but not didn't
It's a
turn
kind of
out
boring.
good. But
It's a kind of boring love story.
but so how much longer did you were
And then
before you had kids?
you know what? When I saw him that time,
Hmm.
he did not face me. He refused to see me. He walked back. I
Yeah,
think, and then I feel like maybe he really, until that time or until now, he really angry with me. Maybe.
still to this day, you think?
Yeah, I think until this time, he really angry with
Well,
me.
no, probably not. He probably got over it. It was well. How long ago was that? Because if you were 18, and how old are you now?
No, that time I'm only 15 that time.
Oh, 15. Okay, so that was like 20 years ago or something.
No,
How long ago
not
was
right
that?
now because I'm turning 34.
Okay, so
Yeah,
that'll be it's 18
17 I
years ago right now. 18 years and some months ago. Yeah,
mm,
that's
I
that's a
think
good long time ago. That's like more than half your life has
and
passed.
then since like I think last year, ano, 3 years 3 years after no 2000 I think 2018
Hmm.
younger brother add me as friend, request as friend on Facebook with me, and then I accept, and then he's just trying to ask about me like that, and then I said I'm okay, I'm fine like that. I have a family, this, and then I think sometimes there's a time that I ask about his brother, and then he not answer it. He did not answer about it.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
I
was
think
it really the person's
I think
brother, or
their
was it?
family is angry with me.
Well, it doesn't matter now. It's all over with and done.
Yeah. Nice long story. I'm
You
recording
know,
everything. I
I
will.
mean, you, you moved on from that, of course, because you have kids and you're where you are right now.
Yeah, but and I asked some friends of him. I think they already have. I think 5 kids, and
Oh,
maybe they his kids is it's not a kid. Maybe he already have a like maybe 14 years old
oh,
or 15
foster.
years old.
Oh,
Yeah, maybe I think because that time like after a year, maybe they have a kid already. So they have young lady and young man.
mhm.
They already have that. And then when I saw him, um, what's his face? I think that time I saw him, he is about looking not, of course not younger anymore,
Uh,
but his, the body figure of him is still the same. Only
oh, she
the
still looks the same.
facial, just like
The
a
face
little
has gotten a little older.
older.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
aged in the face, but he still looks the same. So you've seen him later down the road. Then
Actually, I'm not seeing him like maybe it's just like seconds when I saw him, and then I
oh,
never saw
okay.
him again. And then even I went to their place for a fiesta. Yeah, I
Yeah,
went to
party.
his
It's like a
friend's
big
house
party.
because yeah. In fiesta, you were like it's eating more food, more foods like that. And then I went there with my daughter, my older daughter. I went there about I think my daughter is 6 years old that time. Then I really never seen him in any house of his friends, in our friends. I never seen him.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of our friends tells that I asked, where is that guy and why I cannot see him? And then he said, you really not see him because he is avoiding to see you.
Mm-hmm. Probably hiding or
I
something.
see him. Brett, can you tell us about how you, huh? It, and then, I asked him, what? Until this time, he's still angry with me.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's not angry with you anymore. He doesn't even. You don't even see each other anymore.
Until now, he cannot
Anywhere
move
like
on. He
passing each
already have a
other.
kid,
Anywhere.
and I also have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I asked to our friends like that. I said, I don't know what his reason. He's not talking about like that. But
Mm-hmm.
he is really, what do you call this? Avoiding on me.
Mm-hmm. It's
Mm.
not boring at all. It's intriguing. I love it. From the driver sensei. Yep.
The question is why? Why is it? Why is it happened? Is it really happened that it's been a long year?
Mm-hmm.
Is
Yeah.
if in your part, Kuya Brett, like what
Yeah.
the situation has happened to you there? Are you still angry with me?
No. Would
That
I be angry with the person if I was gonna ask somebody to marry a person and the person calls it off?
no,
Possibly.
like
Yeah. No. No. I
like
mean, I wouldn't
you
hold
are
a
not
grudge for years
married.
down the road. It's your decision not to get married. But yeah,
You are already
I want to be
married.
with the
It's
person.
been it's a long time that you are married, and then the time that we met again is I'm also married. Then
Oh, I see what you mean.
why you still angry with me? Why you still avoiding to see me?
I don't know. He's holding a grudge for you. I don't know, which he shouldn't, because you got to move on from stuff. Like for example, I'll give you an example. Like my brother was engaged to this lady named Jessica, and they were engaged probably for like about a year, and then she called it off. It was like a little after Christmas. She called it off, and then they broke up, and then for a while they were talking, maybe like once a week or something. They talked for a tiny little bit, and then my brother would like see her dog. She had a little dog, and my brother would like house sit the dog for a while, and then they didn't, and then that was probably like 3 or 4 months or whatever, something like that, and then they didn't talk for a while. Well, then the tragic story about the whole thing is my brother's my brother met this lady through his best friend and this other lady. It's my one of my brother's good friends' husband, or I mean wife's. And then what the deal is his tragic story is they broke up in like no it was November of last year. She passed away because I found out I didn't find this out until like a week and a half ago that she mixed prescription pills with alcohol. She like drank a lot and then had a few prescription pills, and she passed out and never woke up. And she was only 35, I think.
Mm.
Yeah, because she was a little bit younger than my brother. My brother was like 43, and I think she was 35, I think. She was younger than me, but the thing is my brother, she passed out at my brother's friend's house. My brother's friend Joel, she passed out on Joel and Melissa, which is my Joel's wife's couch, and never woke up. And I didn't find out till recently that she had some prescription pills, and then she drank a lot. She had like hard liquor, and then I think it was like, oh no, it's hard liquor. I think it was wine. I think it was a bunch of wine, and then she mixed like a few prescription pills with it, and never woke up. So warning to people: don't drink a lot of like wine or drink a lot of hard liquor or a lot of beer, and then mix pills with it. It's not good. Because my mom read this thing up that her biological mom sent my mom this letter just thanking her for checking in with her, which was Jessica's mom, checking in with her and staying in touch. And she was just talking about how my brother stays in touch with um, Jessica's mom by sending pictures of her of his cat and his dog to her and stuff. And they stay in touch on like Facebook and stuff like that. And she was thanking him, and she said how hard it was that her daughter's not around anymore, and it's really hard on her. It would be hard, like if I don't know the situation like you would if like one of your kids died, you would never get over it. You know what I mean? You would never get over it when one of your
Really
kids
hard.
passed away. And when my mom read that letter, I'm like, oh my god. She's like, she like can't get over it, and she was just thanking my mom for just like even checking in and seeing if she's okay and all that stuff. But you know what I mean? Like if I don't know how it is to like, well, no, we don't know how to lose a kid either. But I don't know how to even have a kid. But if I lost one of my family members, like my brother, I don't know how you'd ever get over it. You never get over it. You just have to learn how to deal with it. You would never get over it. I mean, like if you lost one of your kids, you
Yeah,
would you would
it's
miss
a
a kid
really
the rest.
long year.
Yeah, you would miss a kid the rest of your life, and then there's no way you could ever get over. You and if someone ever talked about them, you'd probably always get emotional because like I know, I've lost family members and I get a little emotional, but I know how to deal with it. Like my mom though, she's lost. I can probably the last probably like 9 or 10 years, something like that. She lost her one of her aunts, and then her aunt's oldest kid, which my mom was close to, like really close to both of them. And I never bring them up because she gets emotional. She like tears up and stuff every time I bring up her aunt's name was Geraldine, and then her aunt's oldest was named Tom, and she gets emotional every time. So I never bring it up at all, you know. And you'll never get like when I notice when people lose somebody like a kid, they never get over it. They'll think about it for the rest of their life. They'll take that to their grave because it sucks that you go, well, my kid died before I died. It's what it is, like my kid died before I died. It shouldn't happen, you know.
Yeah, it really happens,
Yeah,
It's
it happens from
really hard. It's really hard to accept in the family.
yeah.
Like uh, passing away. Even in my family, it's really I have I have a I have a what did you call this? An older sister
Mm-hmm.
that passed away for about 25
Well, that
years.
sucks.
But until right now, it's still like fresh on my mind. Even that time, I'm only 9 years old when she
Oh,
passed away.
that was a long time ago. Yeah,
Yeah, it's really
20,
hard.
almost 25 years ago.
Mm. Yeah, for almost 25 years ago, since she passed away. But um, even though right now I think my parents is already get over on that, but her presence is still in our heart because we love her so much.
Mm-hmm.
But the pain is not really on in our heart. We're just
Mm-hmm.
like praying and giving her, and like we have to offer her soul to our creator.
Mm-hmm.
But
But
still,
you know what I mean?
she's alive in our heart.
Yeah,
That's
and it's
the good.
hard. But the one thing you have to do is
That's the
you just
good thing
like
that you would
people that
never
lose
forget.
people. Mhm. You gotta think of like the positive parts of like when they were alive. You know what I mean? Like I know people that have lost like parents at like a fairly young age. Like my dad lost his dad, and when my dad was only 20 years old when his dad died. My dad's dad was 50, so I never got to meet him at all. And my dad was in the Coast Guard at the time, and when we were having his funeral, he didn't go to it, and he still beats himself up about it. If you and he's told it to me a few times. He goes, "Yeah, I wish I would have went to my dad's funeral." Because like when he has like a friend or someone that has an older like aunt or an older like mom or dad that dies, he tells a story sometimes. He goes, "Yeah, I wish I would have went to my dad's funeral because you
But
know,
the
and,
memories,
yeah,
reminiscing
and
the
yeah,
memories of the
yeah,
family members that passed away.
and you got to look at the nice memories about it too. You know what I
It's
mean?
good,
Like
good to
you got to think
reminiscing.
of the good memories you had with the person, not if you think about like, oh, they're not here anymore, then you're gonna be like sad. But you got to look at the. That's why I say like when I die, I don't want people to grieve. I want people to like have fun because like there,
Like
when you go to a
you are
funeral,
just thinking that
it's always depressing. I've been to funerals. I'm
you
like,
are
wow,
just
I
like
wouldn't even be here.
thinking
It's
that
so depressing.
before I die, I should have a good memories to that someone so I live.
Yeah, I'll
And
I'll
it's
I'll, I'll go to your funeral
hi Verona.
when again when we're like
Red Jack, welcome back.
we'll hopefully live a while, but um when we're like 40 years down the road or 50 years down 40 years down the road, and then if I live longer than you, I'll go to your funeral. If I live longer than you, I'll go to your funeral and say, yeah, I met this lady on YouTube and and I called her sister, even though, well, you never know if we're ever going to meet in real life or not. I mean, hopefully we do one day, but you never know. But I could be like, I never met this lady ever in my life, if that ever happened. But I called her sister and I loved her, and rest in peace, or whatever I would say to you. But I think you'd probably live longer than I will, because women generally do. On average,
Look at
they
what
live longer than a
look at
guy.
what Gingerbread says. Before you
Yeah,
die, you should do a
yeah,
bucket list. Bucket list that your friends and a family could remember on you, could
yeah.
remember you for a long time.
Yeah, well, what a bucket list is like things you want to do before you die. Like
Yeah.
I've already done one of mine. I went to a Raiders game in Oakland before they moved. So I wanted to do that before they moved because there was rumors about years and years they were going to move, and they finally did. Like I went to a Raiders game, and then one other thing I want to do too is like I want to go to a Formula One race, and it's I think it's in Austin. It's in Austin, Texas. I love like sports and shit, but you know it's like what everybody. Some people are like, oh, I want to go to London and go on the Eiffel Tower. Or I want to go on I want to go on a blimp ride, or well, whatever their fascinations are, they go, I want to go to the Holy Land if they're religious, on my bucket list, which is like Israel, and go to the Holy Land where like Jesus was born and all that crap. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
what's on your bucket list?
I don't know. No. My my only thing that I could be, always sharing the good things to others. That's the only thing that I could share.
Yeah, I
That's
know
the
what
number
it
one.
is.
That's the number one in my bucket
Yeah,
list.
I know what's on your bucket list. Meet your brother Brett.
How about you, Gingerbread? This I want to go to the
Me is on your bucket
Philippines.
list.
Ooh, to meet your girlfriend. I know that.
Oh, meet my girlfriend. I'm gonna. Well, that's gonna be sooner than
Already
later.
she start to
Probably gonna be
see
next year or the year
Rona.
after. Next year probably when I meet her. But I got to build up more. I got to build up more PTO because I'm gonna be using like a little over a week of PTO coming up, and then so yeah,
Mhm. So,
to go down to Oregon.
Kuya Brett, when were you going to, when is your plan to visit Philippines?
As soon as I can because they still
You're
don't allow
going
people
there
to
with
go in.
Gingerbread Jack?
Next year probably maybe. You want to eat Jollibees? I want to meet my girlfriend. You want to eat? You can. I don't know what state do you live in, Gingerbread Man or Gingerbread Jack? I mean, what state
Yeah,
do you live in?
I'm going to Philippines by December.
Oh, that's cool. And that's where that's where your kids are, right?
Yeah, I'm going to meet my kids. I want to spend
That's awesome.
time with my kids.
You know what would be awesome? I know maybe you don't want to do it, but it'd be awesome to see like just you take a video of you seeing them again. It's not even if it's like 30 seconds or a minute because it would capture the emotion of that thing and
Yeah,
what I mean?
probably. And I
Yeah,
hope that time is, the pandemic is done already, so we can have fun for a lot of places.
yeah. Go
But
travel around. Yeah,
because if the
go like
pandemic is
somewhere to
still
the
there,
beach or go to like the amusement park because there is an amusement park in Manila. I can't remember what it's called.
mm,
There's an amusement park somewhere in Manila. I
mm,
think it has the big Ferris wheel, doesn't it? Is that the same place?
yeah, a very big Ferris wheel in Manila is
They have
in,
one here too in Seattle. They have a big Ferris wheel like that where it has the
Like
enclosed
Mall
like
of Asia.
garages. Mall of Asia,
It's in
yeah.
Mall of Asia. Yeah.
And by the way, when you go back there, I don't know if it will be open, but the IKEA might be open by
Probably
then.
I do. Probably when I go back to Philippines, when I visit the Philippines, I think I if I have time, I think at night or early in the morning, I do like hopefully,
Yeah. Yeah.
hopefully,
But if you
yeah.
go but you go back in December because the IKEA is getting built there right now. I saw
Yeah,
someone
because
like back in February,
um,
like I think it was
actually,
February. He
actually
was
my
there, and it
vacation will
was
be October. But
and
I suggest that if I go back, if I if I make my vacation by
yeah, that's what it
October,
is. Seen on a
so
video.
I will be miss the
Kind of
Christmas
yeah,
and New Year again together with the kids. So
yeah.
I prepare to be there with to spend Christmas and New Year with my kids. So
Well, that's awesome.
I asked to my employer to book me by December. So I think
I hope it
first
happens.
first week of February will be. I
I
asked
hope it
them
happens
for
for
2
you.
months extension.
I know you miss your kids a lot,
Yeah,
probably.
yeah.
And as your brother, I'm hoping you
Oh,
get
Enchanted
those
Kingdom
experiences.
and SMC Side Mall is a good thing.
Apollo to
Is
Caesar Peak City High.
Seaside Mall is what I said earlier? It's a mall of Asia.
Yeah,
Gingerbread.
it's a big mall. I've
Yeah.
seen people go there a few times. I've seen on they do live streams from that mall.
It's a very huge mall in Manila.
Yeah, it's a
The
really big mall.
the Mall of Asia.
One of the I think it's one of the biggest
I'm
malls
not
in the
really
world.
sure if it's the biggest mall in the Philippines or because there is one big mall also in Iloilo.
Okay,
So I'm
but
not really
I know that mall is big because I've seen someone do a live stream. I know
sure.
it was I think two people. I seen do a live stream from it, and one was walking in there. I'm like, dang, that thing's huge.
Okay, the Seaside Mall is the biggest mall in Philippines now. Okay, it's a mall of Asia.
Yeah, it's big. I'm saying I see someone do a live stream. I'm like, man, she was walking around for a long time in that place.
Yes, yes, yes. That's the
Well, we have
very
malls here.
it's
Yeah,
the big what did you call this? A Ferris wheel. Yeah.
yeah, we have one of those too. It's on a where is it? It's on one of our piers. It's on the end of one of our piers. Kind of great. It's called the Great Wheel. What ours is called? Yours probably has a name too. Great Wheel, Seattle. It's on.
So
It's on
Kuya
Pier
Brett,
57.
when you visit the Philippines with Sister Deborah, uh, what is your plan? Are you going to propose to her or you were
No,
just like and then
proposed
go
or what?
somewhere else?
No, I'm just going there to visit her, and then we're gonna go visit some of our friends
Mm-hmm.
because we know a lot of people live just in Manila alone, both of us,
Okay, and
and then
then which
so I'll hang out with
places
her and visit
do
some
you
friends and
prepare
go.
to visit? Yeah.
Do I pray to what?
Which places like Boracay?
I
What
have
places do
no.
you prepare to visit and you go
I
with?
don't know. I don't know yet. I gotta figure that out because I'm hoping to go to. I want to go to like
Okay, you don't have yet a bucket list. How about your
no
gingerbread?
too much ready, and then my girlfriend lives in Pasay City, and then I know some other one other Filipino lives in Makati, or two, or no, I think someone else just moved there too. Someone else I know has moved there, and then I know another lady I call sister too that lives in and my girlfriend's friends with her too. So then she lives in Makati, and then I know another lady lives close to the airport also, but I can't remember what part of Manila it is. Then I know another lady lives in Manila, so I know a lot of people.
Oh,
And then I know a guy that lives in Tondo. I know a guy that lives in Tondo. He's an American guy. He lives in Tondo. Tropical Tim in the Philippines. He lives in Tondo. I don't know why he chose Tondo. He didn't actually plan to live there. He just ended up living there.
yeah, it's in
He
Manila
actually
area.
he actually has a house in Palawan is where they want to live eventually. They're going to live there eventually if they want to live in Palawan. It's nicer than Tondo. Tondo's like, no offense to people in the Philippines, but Tondo's the ghetto of the Philippines.
Yeah,
Tondo's like
sometimes.
Compton of the Philippines.
Mhm.
I mean, the people are nice. He does that. Tropical Tim does cool streams when he does walkie talkies sometimes where he walks around and he has his camera around and he talks to people and he'll just go here's 100 pesos or here's 200 pesos. He just gives money to people. Like you see someone that doesn't looks like they're really poor, has like grungy clothes on, and then he goes here's like 100 pesos, 200 pesos. Go get some food or go get yourself something to drink, or whatever. And he
Yeah,
does that.
actually, there's a worst thing there. Like, I don't think that is only happen in Philippines. I think it's around the globe that
Yeah.
there's a um, you know instance that it happens really in some places.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like especially in Tondo, not
That's super
only in
RP.
it's near in the places where it's like having a lot of people every day. Like there's some you don't need to wear a like a gold the real one, gold earrings, necklace
Mhm.
or bracelet. And then you should you should be careful in hiding your
Yeah.
wallets because there is
Mhm.
still on that, and someone's like snatch. We call it snatch. Like your ears will be and you will feel like your ears is like the blood is
Mhm.
flowing in
Yeah.
your ear. That's the only bad things in some places.
Mhm.
But it's not all. But in this time also it's not
Mhm.
really happen
Yeah.
because of
And
the
like some people say
criminals
that.
is very
The old when you go to the Philippines, don't bring a lot of money in your pocket and don't like cash in your pocket and don't wear a lot of like fancy
you should be
jewelry in
very
your
careful.
then
Not in the
I don't
whole
know if that's
Philippines,
true.
okay? It's
You know what you're
just like
doing. Just
in
watch your
particular
back.
place,
Yeah.
in a particular place, a particular area only. Not in the whole Philippines.
No, no, no,
Maybe
no.
someone say,
Manila
oh,
is
the
probably the
Philippines is like this,
safest.
like this. No, it's not like that. It's only just like in a particular place, particular area of having that kind of scenarios.
Yeah. Because I know like it's like that or
I,
anywhere. Like if you go to parts of like even around here, you'll um see bad
hello,
areas
hello,
where you could get robbed.
RP. Kamusta, kamusta? Are you
In
an
some places,
English?
not the whole Philippines. Yeah,
Some places not in the whole Philippines.
of course not.
Yes,
Manila is probably the most safe.
it's not only in Philippines it happens. It's around the globe. I have a
Yeah.
lot of areas that worse than in Philippines.
Hmm.
Like in some places I know I'm not gonna mention that country. Like in just like in an airport, they were just like pretending that they're a person from the hotel, and then they are going to bring you in the
Hmm.
hotel like that. But the thing
Yeah.
is like we call it budol.
Yeah.
Just like they are just pretending, and then they will get your things from the airport and going through,
Hmm.
and then they run away. So bye bye, your things are all gone.
Yeah.
It's
So
not
they got nosebleed
happening
now.
in
LOL joke.
other country.
I got a nosebleed too.
Mm.
She's speaking too much English to me. I got a nosebleed.
Artie, kumusta ka?
Hi Armani. She gives me
Hi,
nosebleeds
Armani.
sometimes.
The driver sensei, why you are crying? It's not happening in Philippines. Maybe
Yeah, I don't know.
sometimes it happens in some, but it really, I can say it's not
No,
really, it's not.
I know the Philippines isn't all bad. I mean, you're from the Philippines,
Our
and
good,
you're not all bad. You're only partly
good
bad.
night, everyone. Yeah, it's it's just like that is the bad things in this world.
Yeah,
Why there is a bad person who
yeah.
is,
Why people want to steal stuff and shit like that, steal, rob
they
you for
want,
no reason, and
yeah, why
they just want to do it.
you know, why they need to do robbery, something like bad
Hmm.
things to, you know,
But Manila looks the most safe because like Manila looks like most countries in the United States, or I mean like most big cities in the United States. The same thing, high rise buildings, a lot of taxis, stuff like that. It looks the same, like same similar kind of type vibe. Because I've seen people do like live streams in Manila, and it looks the same. Like I was on a video call with probably like 3 weeks ago or a month ago with Blessed Live, and she
you
was
know, most happen in Manila airport when it comes to taxi. If they knows and they see that you are a foreigner because your skin tone is very white,
mm,
oh wow, the meter of their taxi is increased times three times four.
oh, so they think that every foreigner
Only some
has got
person,
money.
only some drivers only,
Yeah,
not
but
all.
some of the drivers think that you have a lot of money because you're from like the United States or Europe or you're from Australia or you're from
You are
Canada.
holding a
They think you got a lot of
dollar.
money, but not always true because I don't have super a lot of money. So if I got in a cab like that, I'd say, see, I'm catching another one. I'm not paying 2 to 3 times the rate than a Filipina get or a Filipino or Filipina gets. I'm like, screw that. That's not fair. But
Did
I know
Randy
not
say
all of them are like
you've
that
been in
though.
Cebu already?
Cebu is awesome to go to. Yeah, I want to go to Dumaguete though, because that's where Seth's Travel Vlogs lives is in Dumaguete. Seems nice because it's only a she said it's only like a 45-minute flight from Manila to Dumaguete, so we can go there and like do something fun. Because she lives right on the ocean too. Like literally, you can like literally probably like 50, maybe like probably 30 or 40 meters from her house to the ocean. Like she lives like right on the ocean practically. Like it goes like her house, the beach, the ocean. I think. 'Cause I've seen
Yeah.
her show pictures out of one of her windows, and it's pretty close. You can.
We my place in Philippines,
She's
especially in
actually
the
streaming right
province.
now. To speak of it,
My house is really near in the beach. I took the back
Sis is streaming right now. Sis Travel Vlogs is streaming right now.
what's that?
Sis, if I can
Ah,
make it dark,
kasi
if I can make it darker, you can see it better. Make it a little bit darker, but
I said,
yeah,
mm,
yeah.
yeah, especially in Chicago.
No thanks.
What does
Yeah.
it mean, super RP?
No,
Who
that
is
was
a
some
great
girl who's staying at the hotel. Goes, you want to buy a
Yay!
bracelet? We're
You're
trying to
doing
raise
a
money.
great
And
job.
I go, no thanks.
Yeah, whole, but I am a Filipina, but I didn't explore yet the whole Philippines. That's
No,
why
it's hard.
it's it's in my bucket list
What places do you want to go to in the Philippines? You haven't
to
been.
travel in Philippines. I never did traveled
No,
around
do
the
you want to go to
Philippines.
like Mindanao, Cebu, Dumaguete,
And
Baguio?
in Palawan.
Where?
I'm in Palawan.
Oh,
I
Palawan.
didn't
Yeah,
go there.
Palawan looks really nice too. It's like the long. If anybody doesn't know, it's the long, skinny island on the western part of the Philippines. It's like a long, skinny island. And I know someone who lives there, Kathy O. Palawan. It's actually her name. She goes by Kathy O. Palawan.
Bye,
She
Super
lives in Palawan.
RP. Thank you for coming.
And
Thank
then
you so much for
she's a
watching.
singer and a guitar player and a ukulele player. And I know her through the Hapsters. That's how I met her. I met her on the Hapster stream like back in like early summer of last year. And then she's a good singer. She hasn't been as active on YouTube lately because she's been doing stuff, but I still see her once in a while on YouTube. But
Yeah.
she's cool though. Yeah, yeah. But I would meet you if you were in the Philippines. And I'd meet my, of course, I'd meet my sister Celeste. I'd meet you in the Philippines if we were there at the same time ever.
What is Latayi? It's a nice place and have great museum.
Lady,
What is
what he
Latayi?
meant. Lady, I think is what he meant. Lady.
Leyte.
He didn't spell it right.
It's in the province, like in Visayas area.
Yeah,
Leyte.
it's in Cebu, right?
Maybe sir, I have heard. Oh, okay. It's in Leyte. Leyte. Yeah.
Yeah, Lady. Yeah, yeah. Well, Deborah's from Cebu, so she speaks Pasay. I sometimes say to her, "Gi gugma koi cow." You know what that
Okay.
means?
Yeah.
You know what "gi gugma koi
It's an
cow" means, right?
historical place. Gingerbread. I think Gingerbread Jack is based on the he is basing on the historical places.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Mm.
'Cause it'd
Yeah,
be
it's
fun to
nice to
go.
be there in that
It'd be fun to
place.
go to a historical place and go check out like something historical too.
Mm-mm.
Like a lot of people go to the place because they just want to go to the beach and they just want to drink a beer or like a pina colada and sit on the beach or a margarita, sit on the beach and go to the resort. Most people don't. A lot of the people that I know don't really want to go to see like landmarks and like historical places, which would be kind of fun to go to. Go to like a couple of historical places when I go to the Philippines and check them out, and then of course go to like an authentic bar. If I go to Manila, go to like a bar where you need to go that has good food or something. Because I like to go to places and try food too. Because I'm big into food. I like to cook and I like to eat. So I want to go to a place and try some new food I never tried before, and then like hang out at the place.
You do love entering bar like that bar.
No, not really. I don't drink, but I like to go. When I ever go to bars, I
Hi,
go there to
Gingerbread. Hello, hello.
buy.
Gingerbread
Hello.
Jack from
Hi
England.
guys.
But I
Hello to
like,
you. How are you?
I like to go
Um,
eat. Go ahead.
mabuti salamat ikaw.
Wow, mabuti din. Maganda pa din.
Yeah, it was late there.
Maganda.
Sorry, I can't spell the Filipino bits and pieces very well.
And neither can I. So don't.
So yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
happy to hear that you are
I
you
was going
can
to say
eat this
something
Filipino
about
food.
you mentioned the place. I can't remember what it's called again. But yeah, there it. You just mentioned it a few minutes ago.
Dumagetti,
Nope.
Cebu,
No, it wasn't
Palawan,
Nope. Palawan.
um,
Leyte?
Palawan. Palawan.
Palawan, or however you say it. Yeah,
Palawan.
Palawan was the first
Palawan.
place that the Chinese introduced their food there,
Oh,
And El Nido.
and it was
yeah. Because
it was
I know
con
they got a
it
big
was con
Chinese culture.
it was colonized by Chinese for quite some time because it's the quickest one that the Chinese could get to. So
Oh, okay,
yeah,
yeah. Because I know they got like not all. Not all Filipinos and Filipinas are all 100% Filipino. They got like Chinese blood in them,
yeah,
or like Mexican, because the Mexicans um, were like what they colonized the way back in the day.
Spanish.
The
Yeah,
Spanish, yeah. So
Mhm.
that's why like they call theirs adobo, but then the Spanish have adobo too, but it's completely different.
yeah,
It's like a hot chili sauce. Their adobo,
and
the
then
one you put on like chicken or whatever, or in a
later
burrito.
Leyte is not in Cebu. Leyte is an island south of Cebu,
Oh,
um,
okay. It's a
and
small
it
island.
Do you
uh,
like eating food?
it's quite large, but it's not as like it's longer than Cebu, but it's not as wide as Cebu.
Oh, okay.
And it's got a load of things on there, and it's sort of like it. I think I don't know if this is true, but they've still got a US military base there, and the base is open as a museum. So yeah.
Oh, okay. So it'd be good to go there and check that out.
Yep.
But it's probably well, if you fly into Manila though, it'd be a probably a good 3 or 4 hour flight just to fly there. Probably though.
You can't get straight to later. You have to get Airbus down to Cebu, and then ferry from Cebu to Leyte.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So yeah, it's only an hour and a half flight from Manila to
The
Cebu,
right way. Yeah.
so it's not that far. But then the travel from Cebu to Leyte is about 6 hours if you want to go by normal boat, and 2 hours if you want to go by speedboat. Well, not speedboat,
okay.
but a faster boat. And
Yeah, like
personally, I want to go with the cheaper one because you get to mix with the Filipinos that are on board. So
yeah,
but with a fast one, you're like voomp, and you're there kind of thing.
yeah. But it depends on if you want to get there and like do something right away, though. Some
Mm,
people like the experience. Some people want to get there and go. I want to do this already. Get me there as fast as possible.
mm. So Celeste, have you been to Siquijor?
Sikihor?
Yeah, have you been to Siquijor?
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
I am supposed
Siquijor.
to be there. I am supposed to be there with the American guys. But the thing is, I think that time I am in need in the office because that time I'm working as a secretary, and then my boss daughter is going to get married with an American guy, and their family in the family of that guy is in the Philippines, and I am the one who's in charge to be with them when they
Mhm.
are turning around to Philippines. So when we are in about to ride in a boat going to Sikihor, like, and then my boss called me, it's an urgent. I need you here in my office because you have to check out all the deposit, check deposits like that, and the tickets as well for the concert. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's why I miss the chance to get there.
Yeah, I know. I
It's
know two people live in Sikihor.
So sorry, that's why
Yeah, they live like next door to each other, pretty much.
wow,
They live
that's
like a
pretty
block
cool then.
away from each other.
Well,
Yeah.
Siquijor has the oldest buildings in the Philippines,
Oh.
because it's mostly all streets and cobbles and stuff like that. It's
Mhm.
also known as Witch Island because there's a lot of witches and mystical creatures and things like that there.
Oh.
And it also has the one and only volcano in the Philippines there as well. So, yeah. And you can pay tours to go up to see the volcano from a safe distance and all
Oh,
that.
that's cool.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
You can
and then
actually,
and then down on the other side of the island, they have hot springs where you can go and lay in them and everything else like that. But
yeah,
I think you're only
they're
allowed 20 minutes in them due to the sulfur or something that's really bad for your body.
Oh, yeah. Because I went to one that was when I was a kid. It was a hot spring, and it smelled like rotten eggs. I remember that. You went there, and when you went in there, it smelled like rotten eggs.
Yeah.
Because the sulfur was really strong, and it smelled like rotten eggs. And I remember going in there and sitting there. It was an experience. Oh, I was pretty young though. Probably I don't know when I was 7 or 8 years old or something.
Mm.
Like in elementary school, because I went there with my mom and dad, my brother, and I don't know if it was someone else or not, but we went there on vacation. We were on vacation. We went there. It's called Soul Duck Hot Springs.
Okay.
And I don't remember exactly where it is either. I think it's either in Oregon or Washington. I know that.
And
Yeah,
it is Brett, isn't it? Before I forget.
Yeah, Soul Duck Hot Springs in Port Angeles, Washington. Still open to this day.
Wow. So where are you from, Brett? Again? Sorry, I can't
I live in
remember that well.
Washington State, in America.
Washington, right?
Which is above. Which is it
Yeah, I know
goes like
where. I know roughly where Washington.
yeah.
Is.
You know where California is, right?
Yeah.
You go and there's Oregon, and then Washington's above Oregon. So
Right.
I'm 2 states above California, which probably take me about 11 or 12 hours just to drive to California.
Mm.
Because it takes like 5 hours to get to Eugene, which is only like a little over halfway down, and then Medford's another probably like 3 hours after that, after Eugene, and then it's still a few hours to the border to like Mount Shasta. It's like a famous mountain that's there.
Right.
It's a small mountain pass.
Well, the rabbit.
But yeah, Soul Dark Hot
Yeah.
Springs is still open.
Cool. So yeah, that's the ones that I know, and then obviously Bohol is another island just off of Cebu. Have beautiful beaches. One is Turtle Beach, which is they only open it. I think it was something like 3 weeks or 4 weeks of the year, and you got to pay to get on the beach, and you're allowed to let the sea turtles free. So yeah, because it's basically the whole beach is to save the sea turtles from
Oh, okay,
extinction.
yeah, it's like a sea turtle habitat, pretty
Yeah,
much.
and then the other thing I want to go and see is the tarsiers, which are the primates with the really big eyes.
I wanted to talk about they're like the little ones.
Yeah, they're about that big.
Yeah, they're about like 6 inches tall. Yeah, and they have like the really big
Yeah.
eyes. Yeah, they're like aren't they like a species of monkey?
Yeah, they are. Yeah,
Yeah, they're like a tiny like what they call like pygmy or like
Tarsier. They call
toy
it
monkey. Yeah, I
tarsier.
don't know what you call
yeah, the
them. Micro
tarsier.
monkey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that. Yeah,
Yeah, they're. I've seen pictures of them on like Google. I googled them, and they got their eyes look like they're way too big for their head.
They have a
yeah.
big eye.
Yeah, they got big eyes.
But they're a
And then,
nocturnal animal, so they live on their big eyes in the night time. So that's why they're so big.
yeah, so they can see better at night.
Yeah.
And then they sleep during the day. Usually, like any of those type of animals sleep during the day. Like
That's it.
lemurs and stuff sleep during the day.
Beaches
Sure,
and
that's
whiskey. My little
that's
rabbit. I don't know what that's all
that
about.
that
Little rabbit
why
says,
that's why they're
Jesus lets you
they're
look
going
well.
to
I'm outside
other
now with little games. My God, beach and whiskey.
What is beach and whiskey?
I don't know. Sit
I,
on the
I,
beach, drink.
I know
On
what whiskey is, but I don't know what beach is.
sit on the beach and drink whiskey
Sitting on the beach,
and drink whiskey. I
or is
guess.
or is beach the thing of bark of a tree, and then you dip it in the drink.
Oh, I don't know. I've never heard of that.
Ah.
But I think he's talking about just about sitting on the beach and drinking whiskey.
Mm.
Some type of whiskey drink. I don't know. I don't. But yeah, maybe he's talking about drinking like whiskey and cokes or something. I don't know. That's what people usually drink with whiskey. I don't know what else you mix with it. You can do like I think a mint juleps whiskey,
Right.
which is a drink that's famous at the Kentucky Derby in America.
Right. I don't know much about hard drinks, unfortunately.
No, neither do I. But they have they do have a brand of whiskey that is made for the Kentucky. That's exclusive to the Kentucky Derby. Well, you can buy it other places too, but it's like the official whiskey of the Kentucky Derby. Because Kentucky Derby is a big deal. Like, it's like one of the biggest sporting events in the world.
What is it? Kentucky Derby, car race or something?
Horse racing.
All right. Okay. Fair enough. It's like the Grand National here, then.
Yeah, and then they have horse racing around the world. They have a big horse racing event in is it Dubai or Qatar or something? They have a big horse racing event. It's in one of those places. It's like the big horse racing event. They have horse racing here too. They have like a decent size event. One of the races called the Long Acres Mile, because the other track would be called Long Acres, and they changed it to, and then they do Long Acres Mile, which is it's like they do a bunch of races, and the total purse is like for all the races, if you combine them all, it's like $500,000. And the big race is the last race of the day.
Yeah. Right.
And then why it means a mile? It's like a mile long.
See.
Cool.
How long the race lasts is a mile.
You guys, you love
Yes.
do you love doing some sports?
Yeah, I used to. When I was a kid, I did baseball for like 3 years. I did softball for junior softball for 1 year, and then I did basketball for 1 year.
Oh, all right. That's great. And how about you, Kuya? Gingerbread Jack.
You can call me Koya. I know what it means in Day, so don't worry about that.
Okay, I will call you Kuya as well because
or
me,
Ate.
I'm already
Or
calling you
Poe.
favorite. Wait.
Yeah, or pop.
Poe, yeah. The Poe is like
Ah,
respect to your
really
elders.
nice to hear that you have a lot of Tagalog language. You can
Mm.
say.
I play now a little bit of table tennis.
Oh,
Because like I broke my hip. I used to do a lot of running, a lot of other bits and pieces, but I just started up paddleboarding. So
yeah.
I don't know if you saw my video on that there,
No,
Celeste.
I didn't see it either. I think I'm sub to you. I think I can find
Ah,
out from
Brett.
find out if I'm sub to you.
And Celeste. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I'm just taking up paddleboarding now. So I'm interested in doing that. Um,
Right?
water walking, better known in the Philippines.
I can find your
Oh,
channel.
yeah. Sweet. And
So,
also walking and in the beach, like waiting for the sunrise.
hmm that's not really a sport, though, is it?
No, it's not a sport.
And you also
Walking,
do
walking's not a
the
well. It can
the
be a
beach
sport
volleyball.
if you do speed walking. They
Yeah,
actually have race walking in the Olympics where you move pretty fast. They move pretty fast, but they can't
Wait for
bend
a
their
while.
knees.
Wait
They
for
got to
a
walk
while.
like straight leg the whole time.
Wait
yeah,
for a
But they do race. They do like a marathon race
yeah.
walking.
That's it.
They have a marathon in the Olympics where they do it.
My little rabbit. Not good. Broke hip. Yep. I'm not. My balance is crap, and I cannot do much
That's where I got a spot like
sports
that.
because my body just does not make me move in certain ways anymore. So
Mhm.
where before it just let me bend and let me do things, now when I go to do things, my brain just shuts it off, and it's like
Yeah.
I can't move it. So yeah, it is a bit of a pain, but table
Don't,
tennis is fine. Pool and snooker or billiards or whatever you want to do. Darts is fine as well, but I don't really find darts or pool or snooker really a sport, really, in one way. But
sports.
Mhm.
Sports. Me,
sports, yeah.
I love sports also. Like
Well, I know
volleyball,
you like basketball because basketball is kind of Filipinos' main sport.
basketball.
Mhm.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
basketball
like
is.
only half court. I just
And I
love
know,
shooting.
and
Uh,
I know Manny Pacquiao or Pac-Man from the old
yeah,
boxing.
yeah. That made boxing popular in the Philippines, and then another one
Do
of
you
their
know the
sports
sepak
is
takraw,
volleyball.
boys?
Volleyball is a
Do
fairly
you,
big sport in the
guys, do
Philippines.
you know the sepak takraw? Sepak
Sorry,
Huh?
takraw
can
is
you?
is that is really my sports in Philippines. Sepak takraw. It
Huh?
Never
seems
heard of
like
that.
because it's an Asian game, Asian sports. Like it's
How do you spell it?
came from Malaysia or Indonesia.
I can look it up. How do you spell
Sepak
it?
takraw. Favorite, try to
Uh,
search it. Sepak
my
takraw.
little rabbit is saying, "Celeste, how are you, miss?" And then he says, "Celeste on the beach soon." Ha 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 ha.
Lasa, how are you? I am very fine. I am I am pretty feeling good.
Good.
My little rabbit. I think you'd be wanting her in an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini.
Well, you probably want her in a different type of bikini than polka dot. One that has like no what do they call that? You know what I mean? The tea
the
back.
the Borat
Yeah, yeah,
bikini.
you remember that? And then I never saw the second one. You did the second one like last year.
I've
Second
not
movie.
seen that. I've not even seen
Yeah,
the
yeah, well,
Borat
here it's on.
movie,
I
but
think it's on Amazon. I believe it's on Amazon Prime. You can watch
fair
it.
enough.
It's about where he wears a mask, a coronavirus mask around, and he does. Borat's wearing one of those. He's like
Crazy.
cracking jokes about it or something. Like because he plays a character it's like ignorant, doesn't pretends like he
Yeah,
doesn't know stuff.
yeah. So, Celeste, would you go? Would you go on the beach with my little rabbit M, with an itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini?
What?
Right, Celeste, would you go on the beach with my little
Mhm.
rabbit M in a itsy bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini?
It's a song too
It is, yeah.
from like I think the
I
early
don't get it.
'60s or something.
What you mean?
An itsy
What
bitsy teeny weeny yellow polka dot bikini. Ba, da, 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 da,
that
da.
she wore
I
for the
just
first time today. Oh yeah.
Yeah,
don't really mean that.
yeah. She'd wear the skimpiest
My
bikini on the
little,
beach.
my little
Yeah.
rabbit M. Do you know what? Do you
She'd wear
know
a
or
teabag
can you
bikini on
explain
the beach. You know.
what is that trying to say? To
Basically, what I'm saying, Celeste, is the smallest bikini that man can buy. And would you wear it on the beach
I
with
know.
my
I'm
little
not gonna
rabbit
wear.
M?
I'm not gonna wear a swimsuit in the beach.
Well, you don't wear a swimsuit in the beach. What do you wear if you want
I'm
to go
gonna
swimming?
wear a long sleeve suit.
Really? You wear a long sleeve suit? Come on.
In other
Like
words, she wears a
you know,
t-shirt
you
and
know the
shorts.
outfit of a diver, the diver outfit. It's
Oh, the
like
wetsuit or a dry suit.
Wetsuit. So
it's
you
very
don't you don't
attractive.
you don't wear
It will
bikinis at
be
all? Huh.
it could be an attractive outfit and a beach.
Yeah, we're really attractive. Not for most guys. It wouldn't be attractive. You'd be like, well, they'd be looking at you like the weird guy. Like, what the hell is she doing?
Their eyes is all on me. Who's that girl? Why is she wearing like that here on the
Yeah,
beach?
that's what I mean. You're looking at you with
Yeah.
a funny eye. Why are you wearing that?
Yeah,
No,
I
you
never
don't
wear
wear a bikini
swimsuit
when
in
you
the
go on the
beach.
beach. What most women do,
I
Well,
or
swear,
most
I
or a
never
one
most
or,
wear.
or a one piece even.
well, most women wear it here in UK and there in America, but in Philippines, I know a lot of people wear t-shirts and sort of
Sorry,
like long shorts kind of thing to
t-shirt and
hide up their
shorts.
body.
Yeah, or they wear like they're kind of like
Mhm.
board shorts, kind of.
Yeah.
Me, I
They're like
think I
athletic shorts.
experienced to wear a short. I think that's very short.
Yeah,
Short
Daisy
short
Duke,
shorts.
Daisy Dukes.
Short. Like they call it a perfect short in
Yeah, but
Philippines.
in America they call them Daisy
It's like
Dukes
a bikini
Yeah.
short. It's like
because
a
Here
bikini
Daisy
short.
Duke made them famous from the
and
Dukes
over
of
here we
Hazzard.
call them hot pants.
I think I
Oh
wear
yeah,
it
yeah.
in my I think my college days.
Uh,
Mm.
Okay.
so
The-
you're more modest now when you get older, or what? You're not that old, but I mean, you're modest now.
So Celeste, how's I can't remember her name now.
Ah, wait. I remember that the first time I wore a swimsuit during my second year college, first year college, I think, when I joined the swimming competition. Yeah, that's the only time that
Sure,
I wear
sure, it's a
swimsuit.
swimming costume and not a beauty contest.
No, it's
Mhm.
a swimming competition, but I never win.
Oh,
Oh
I bet
well,
you, I bet you'd win a beauty contest though.
Beauty contest, I can join in that because
yeah.
I'm not, and I don't have this. I'm not a brainy one.
Well, we're not going to tell you to enter the ones where we have to talk and
the one
like
that can
Miss
only
Universe.
the one that can only join for the beauty contest is like you have the beauty, you have the brain, beauty and brain.
No, trust me. Some of these Miss Queens and stuff are not very brainy.
No,
A lot of
some are
them,
actually fairly dumb.
are very bobo.
Yeah, they're like ditzy.
Yeah.
And also my skin is not really, it's not a fair, it's not a fair,
What's wrong
fair
with your skin,
color.
man?
Hey, Brett,
My
they
kid is
they
like,
remind me of Pinky from Pinky in the Brain.
Oh yeah, I remember that. The cartoon that was on. It was on
Yeah,
like it was like Nickelodeon or something, wasn't it?
that's it.
I
Yeah,
remember this
Back
thing.
in like the early 90s, early to mid 90s, I think.
that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, it was on the same time as like Animaniacs.
that's it. They were on the Animaniacs. That's where they started. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
that's what a lot of beauty pageant women remind me of. Pinky.
Yeah, and then I remember watching. I bet it might have been a little bit earlier. I remember watching Ren and Stimpy.
Yep, I remember them
You know,
too.
almost like doing it had funny animation too, because they're like the dog looked kind of goofy and the cat looked even worse.
Yeah,
Stimpy, you idiot! That's what I always say.
yeah.
The dog.
I can wear a swimsuit really because my legs is not very good. Not
That doesn't
a
matter.
flawless. I'm not in a flawless
Or what
Hey
makes you
skin.
Celeste.
flawless?
Hey
I'm not
Celeste.
flawless either.
Hey Celeste. You called of
Yes, kuya.
have you heard of airbrushing? Have you
What?
heard
Airbrushing.
of airbrushing?
Airbrushing? Hair
Yeah,
brushing.
Air,
Hair?
air, air, air
air.
brushing.
Airbrush.
AIR. Airbrushing.
What does it mean?
It means when you take a photo, you edit it so all your flaws are gone. There's no flooring there.
Yeah, you take a photo and then or what you do is you take a photo and you put the Instagram filter on it. Is
That's
what they
it.
do
Yeah,
now. You put
Oh,
the Instagram filter on it, so it makes you go from like a 7 to like a 9 on
that's
your
it.
butt.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
I
does.
see.
I've seen some women that I knew from like that I'm friends with now that I knew on like Instagram before I actually met them. Like I saw them on their live stream when they turned their camera on, and I'm like, oh, what? You don't even look the same
yeah.
because they do the Instagram filter.
That's it.
Celeste probably does that too when she puts her Instagram. When she puts the filter on to make herself look like a 10.
She's not replying to that one.
No, she wasn't paying attention. No, do you use the Instagram filter on your photos you post on Instagram?
I don't know. I really don't know how to post in Instagram like the whole photo. Like I trying to post an Instagram then like my photo is like a half body. When I post it like it will be here only like one by one. I'm
Whoops.
not really an
Like go through her
Instagram.
boobs up, I guess. I don't know.
I
That
don't
seems kind of
see.
odd. But yeah, I don't know how to really post. I don't even know how people even put videos on Instagram. I couldn't even figure that out.
I think
I find it fairly easy, but it's one of those things I don't really use very much. I've
And
got
then
it.
how they like one thing I was trying to do is like I shared someone's stream out and I couldn't put the actual um thumbnail for the stream and paste
Yeah,
it on Instagram. I was like, how do you
yeah,
do that? Because I don't know people thought, but yeah, I don't know how to use Instagram that much. I just go and like look at people's posts. I don't really hardly ever post anything. I use like
yeah.
Facebook and Messenger. I actually use Messenger the most out of it. Besides YouTube, I use Messenger the most.
Mm.
I talk to like people in Messenger. I'm in a bunch of Messenger groups. I talk to people in there. I talk to people individually, like one on one that I became friends with from YouTube.
Yeah. That's
Like
kind of normal, isn't it? Really?
yeah, that's what people do now. You meet somebody then people keep like I've always on one Messenger group. Now I'm in like 9 of them things,
Yeah,
9 Messenger groups. Because
yeah,
some of the people overlap in some of them, but then some of them don't. So like if I want to be talk to these two people, I got to be in this Messenger group. If I want to talk to these two people, I got to be in a different one.
yeah. No,
Well, as a group, but I can message any of those people one on one pretty much. I pretty much have
yeah,
everybody. Like I have so many people on. I probably have like 200 and some people on Messenger. It's crazy. I don't talk to 3/4 of them ever.
yeah. That's the problem, man.
And then they're my family too. And I don't even talk to them.
Yeah,
Which is the bad one. I talk to people I met on YouTube more than I message my family on Messenger.
yeah. There you go. Hey, Celeste, do you still want to eat my shrimps when I get them? They'd be nice and fresh.
Until now, the shrimps I don't get it yet. The delivery is not arriving. No,
Mm,
actually, when I am in Philippines, I will, I already talked to my father that when I go back to Philippines, when I have a vacation, I want to eat this dried fish, mixed steamed vegetables, and
Lit.
especially the crabs, the shrimp, the s- like tahong.
What's tahong?
that's what I was just
Tahong is
asked.
a kind of seashells.
Oh,
Okay.
I know what like dried fish is and like the other stuff you said. Like, well, of course, shrimp. We have shrimp all over
I
here. You
love
can actually.
dried fish.
I used to
So
catch
good.
them
Yeah.
out in the
I
ocean.
love
The shrimp in pots. You can.
That's
There are
it.
different
Shrimp
types of
pot,
shrimp than
or
what you
even
catch here.
even a net you can get some shrimps in.
Yeah,
So yeah.
well, yeah, but yeah, like the pots work the best, but they're different than like the kinds you can get at the store. At least
Yeah.
here, because where you probably live,
it.
Amber, like you probably have
In
in
your
the
in your
Atlantic
place,
Ocean.
but is it the is there any crabs and shrimp in your place?
Yeah, mine. Yeah, there's Dungeness crab,
Is it
and there's
expensive?
red rock crab. Yeah,
Is it expensive?
it's not as expensive as lobster. No, I mean I can
Lobster
just
is
show you
very
what they look like. I can show you what they look like. I'll get.
Yeah, and here shrimps are fairly cheap and common. Um, crabs are not so much. We have to import our crabs because we don't get big enough crabs in the UK because our waters are so cold. They don't grow to a very big size. So most of our
Oh yeah.
crabs are imported. And then for lobster, it's very expensive.
Hmm.
yeah, because it's
Yeah,
really hard
lobster
to
pretty
get.
expensive here too. Even
It's really
But
hard
there,
the process of having that
but here you
lobster.
can go certain seaside places and they go out during the morning or during the night, catch the lobsters and other things, and then sell them actually on the beach. And they're so much cheaper than going to the stores and that stuff. But that's if you know obviously how to cook them because they're like literally they're still alive on the shore, basically.
yeah, I'll show you what Dungeness crab look like. Share my screen. That's what Dungeness crab looks like. There's a guy holding one.
Cool.
That's what they look like. They're good, and then they're out of our
Can you
world.
make it big? Yeah.
How do I make it? Let me see if it goes bigger.
There
It's
is,
really different from the crab that we have in Philippines.
Yeah,
Because the
way
crab in
different.
Philippines is like uh you know it's
Brett.
this one is long.
Brett, before you disappear from that thing, show Celeste what a coconut crab is.
Coconut, coconut crab.
They are from the Philippines. They are 3 feet in diameter, leg
Oh,
to
we're
leg,
not eating that. We're not
and
eating that.
they live on coconuts completely.
Mm-hmm.
And they're the only crab in
They're
Philippines
creepy looking.
that can only that don't have to live in the water. They can spend
Yeah,
up
Actually,
4 weeks on land.
actually, that kind of crab is like we're using it to catch a fish. Like we use it as a food for the fish when we are going to catch a fish.
yeah. It's
Really?
another appetizing.
That big one? They're three
No,
feet
the
long.
one with the crab shell with
Oh,
the
okay.
shell on the this
Mm-hmm.
one.
They're
Upper
big.
Kuya
Yeah.
Brett.
They're very
Upper.
big, those are.
That
It's the
one.
black one and the left side.
That one.
The black one.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a crab inside a coconut.
Yeah,
yeah, that one.
that's the same crab as is inside of a
Same
coconut.
crab.
It's the same crab.
They're massive big things they are. They're one
Yeah,
of the crabs I'd love to meet and see in the Philippines. But it's one of those things where I'd be so scared of it as well.
yeah. They're kind of scary looking.
Yeah. Well, they actually break open the coconuts.
There's no type of
So
crab we
yeah,
get too. These little red rock crabs. We get those too, and
I think we get those ones in England. I'm not
Yeah,
100%.
that crab is we have that.
Yeah,
yeah,
It's not
red
an
rock
expensive
crab.
one.
I think
It's
they're
not an
normal sea
expensive.
crabs, aren't they? Really,
Yeah,
edibles. What
yeah,
we call
they're
them.
Yeah,
small. They're like
that
how
one is
from
a very cheap price in
hmm?
Philippines.
Mm.
And you got to know if you know anything about crab. If I can get this part to come up, it's you have to. Or does it show you the tells you the width? Come on, tells you what
Hello,
you
to Robert M. from Sean Williams. Hello, Kuya Sean
female and
Williams.
male.
Welcome back.
You can't keep the female ones when you go crabbing. I've been crabbing like I think I went crabbing like 3 or 4 times with my dad, and you can't keep the female ones because they want them to be. If you take all the
Breed,
female
yeah,
ones, then they won't be able to reproduce and make more crab.
yeah.
Eh,
So to keep
in
the
Philippines, a
population
lot
up,
of kind of crabs.
yeah, there's a lot of crab. There's the crab that's big in the southern United States is this crab here, this one, and they're small, but they have like a bluish kind of tint to them.
Wow. Have you caught one of those, Brett, or seen one of those in real life?
No, but I've seen people like on cooking shows on like TV cook them, and they're actually soft shell crab. So
Oh,
you can actually like people like coat them with like flour, and then well they take all the legs off and stuff, and then they
mm,
just use the shell. But they take the shell and they flour them, and then they fry them in a pan, and then they slap them in between two pieces of bread,
okay.
and it's a soft shell crab sandwich.
Right.
And some they put like an aioli or like a some type of like tartar sauce type stuff or like a mayonnaise, some type of like
Mm-hmm.
mayonnaise on there. But yeah, and there's one rearing up, about to attack.
Cool.
Yeah, they're blue crab, and
I like to see
Yeah,
those in real
there
life.
is a
They
name
quite look
like
quite
that.
beautiful.
We
yeah,
called it. Um,
yeah, they do.
I
They're
think
nice
we
looking
call
crabs.
it.
They're the colorful ones.
Yeah, very colourful.
Yeah, there is a colorful. Yeah, that kind of crabs.
You guys get these too. These are big
I
too.
love that the meat of that crab is really tasty when
Crayfish.
you put it
Crayfish are good. Yeah.
omelette.
Oh yeah, omelet.
Omelette
Yeah,
du fromage.
there's a type of crayfish. There's a little tiny crayfish.
Yeah.
Normally crayfish are about 5-6 inches. The ones we get here most of the time.
Do you
There's
get
another one.
freshwater ones there as well?
Yep, we get you can get them out of our rivers and lakes out here.
Yeah.
And all you got to do is you don't have to have a license. You can do 2 pots per day,
Wow. That's really
and
good
then
then.
you can catch them. You're under no license, and you can just what you got to do is you just got to have a buoy on the pot that you put in the water,
Right.
and then to mark it so people know where it is.
Yeah.
But then yeah, you can get little traps. They're like probably $15, $20. They're not that expensive. And my brother, I don't know if my brother still has one, but he has one that's kind of like it's not a cone, but it's kind of like I don't know how to explain it. But then the two pieces hook together, and then you just put the bait you just put the bait inside of it. You can either just like take like a zip tie and clip the bait on,
Cool.
or just like set it in the middle of it, and they eat pretty much the same stuff like crab and lobsters and shrimp do.
No, I'll be coming. Right, I'll gotta get going. I'm just about to walk my brother back to his apartment. So I'll
Okay.
catch you guys later.
Okay,
Thanks for
bye.
the chat there, Brett.
Yep, you're
And
welcome.
take care. Have a good day. Take care there, Celeste. Have a good one.
Take care. Thank
Thank
you.
you for having me up here. Take care.
Yes, take care. Take care with your parents.
Yeah, and it's just me and you again, Celeste.
Yes.
You should be honored to be on a panel with me. I was kidding.
Yeah.
No, I'm just messing with you. It says, hi, Liesel Amina Vlogs. Amana? And I'll say her name right.
Armani.
No, Liesel Armina.
Lizelle, yeah. Lizelle Armenia Vlog.
Armenia. They say it. Hmm? Yeah, because like
Yes,
those crawfish are good.
to
I don't know if you ever
to
have you ever had crawfish?
Kuya Sean Williams. Hello, hello to you there.
Have you ever had crawfish?
Sorry,
Have you ever had crayfish?
what is mean?
The one I just showed you, the little one, they look like small lobsters, but they're not.
Oh, small lobster. You know that small lobster I never seen yet like that. The one that you
Yeah,
showed it.
yeah, they're in fresh water. You can get bigger ones too. In like Australia, they have big ones that get to probably like 10, 11 inches long. You know,
Yeah.
like the O show. You know the O show.
You know,
He
you
went like
know, the
a few
process of
months ago.
getting that kind of lobster is very dangerous.
Yeah, but he went to Tasmania and they went out in the waters off of Tasmania, off the coast, and they got these giant crayfish. No lie, they were like this big. Well, if you can see my hands, they were like probably that
Mm,
big,
yeah.
like 10, 9, 10, 11 inches long. And they're an Australian breed of crayfish. Our crayfish we usually get are these like little, like that big to like maybe like that. And then all you can eat's the tail
So
because the tail
they,
is the only thing that's edible, really. And you
but
usually
it's
get
really
about.
dangerous if they are getting bigger
Mhm.
because in
Yeah.
the, I think there is something like, is it, what do you call this? Like one of the legs, two legs, I think, from the head or the ears. I don't know if
Uh,
they call it this legs. I think it's very dangerous when the there's like a needle. If it's
yeah.
if that seem like a needle is put on your skin is very dangerous. It seems like
Hmm.
I don't know. They said I heard sometimes that there is kind of lobster that very
I don't know.
poisonous.
Yeah, there might be.
That
I don't know.
that kind of needles, that kind of needles of the lobster. I
Maybe
don't
I
know
don't
if
know. I'm gonna look it up. Poisonous. Poisonous lobster. Poisonous
no, I
lobster.
don't know.
Yep, there is poison lobsters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there is. There's why are lobsters cooked alive? Said well, here's
I
why
don't know
lob.
if it's true.
Look at this lobster. Whoa. Look at this weird looking lobster.
Mm-mm.
Well, that one's crazy looking. The normal lobsters we get are like main lobsters here, but I can show you this lobster. I'll share my screen again and just look at this. Look at this lobster. I can get it to come up. Oh, yeah, this is the game. No, I don't want that. I want to get a bigger picture of it. Where's the spiny lobster? Whatever they call it, it's that one. Look at that weird looking lobster.
I think that one, the colorful one, that
Yeah.
1897.
Oh, blue spiny lobster. What it's called. There's another picture of it. The lobsters we get are like,
Oh, that one is uh they're making house and they're making hole in the land and
yeah,
it's
the bottom of the ocean. Yeah, they well like shrimp, crab, and lobster are all walk on the bottom of the ocean. They know how to swim, but like lobsters walk. They don't really swim that good. Neither do crab. Crab can't really swim either. They fall to the bottom and they walk around on the bottom of the ocean. Like shrimp can swim. That's why shrimp have the tail. You know, like when you're looking at shrimp, how the high little games. It's like if the shrimp have a tail and they go like this, like if their tail curls up, you know, they're curled up when you get the shrimp.
oh little games. Thank you for coming.
You know how they're curled up. You're looking at my hand. For example, you're looking at my hand. That's a shrimp. They swim backwards. That's why their tail. That's why their tail bends. And they flip their fin out. They
Yeah.
swim. They swim backwards in the water. They only go about like this fast. Like I mean, I've seen them because I like caught them, and then sometimes you would throw the small ones back, or the small ones would fall out of the openings in the pot, and then you see them falling, and they go. You see them disappear in the water. They can't see where they're going. They swim backwards. They can't see where they're going.
Yeah. And
It's
then
weird.
when they also I already saw that in because in Philippines a lot of like that kind of lobster, the colorful one,
Mhm.
is just like in a near on, not in the deep ocean and
Mhm.
deep sea, just like in a really near in the seaside.
Yeah.
You know?
So do you? So can you fish for lobster in the Philippines?
Yeah, that kind
Oh,
of the colorful lobster. Yeah, because I don't know how to explain that. Because when I was in my younger age, me and the whole family were always go to the sea at night. Like we're having a, what did you call this? It seems like a lamp with the gas, and then we go around in the seaside, just like looking for a crabs, a fish, and everything that we can get from the sea.
mhm.
It's for our food. It's like a band for the
Yeah.
day.
So did well when you lived in the Philippines? Did you ever fish?
Hmm.
Did you like ever go
Oh,
fishing or anything?
well, masarap sobra ate. We should do
Like,
little games. I've just been busy for a long time because of Ramadan, and then we're, we're
well,
out of
what's the other
town.
thing they did like Ed? There was something called Eid. Something or other. There was another celebration they did like earlier this month. Eid. I was like Eid something or other.
We celebrated Eid in the other city.
Oh.
So it's a great experience for it to everyone, like
Mm-hmm.
the whole family, and also the whole workers as well. Her
I bet you.
money, her
I
money is
bet you.
gone.
Yeah.
We jumped
Well,
it already.
how many people you have watching this? How many people you have watching the stream?
Yeah.
Let me look. How many people you have? Don't even have your stream open yet. You have 5 watching.
Where is little Rabbit M, little games?
I don't know.
He's here earlier. He said
Yeah, I
that
don't think
he is.
Armani's here either. Well, I don't
I
know because
think little Rabbit
he's
M is already on the beach now, waiting for me.
waiting for you in your thong bikini. But you'll show
Wait,
up in a wet. You'll show up in a full body wetsuit with sleeves and everything, and you'll be like, here you go. I got my
I can.
bikini for you.
You know what? In this time, I can imagine that like, how do I look when I'm wearing a swimsuit?
You probably look fine. I don't know. Uh,
I really can imagine that.
yeah. Well, see, like a lot of women I don't know, like a lot of women
First,
your age now, even you're not, you're still pretty young, but they always wear skimpy bikinis on the beach anymore.
here's my food now, sister. Okay. I think it's a chicken burger. Chicken burger that he is making always.
Uh, who eats chicken burgers all the time? The
No,
one,
I Little Game says that Little Rabbit M is making food, and then I
uh,
guess I think it's a chicken burger or rice with best mixed vegetable,
uh,
carrot and beans. I think. Mm.
but yeah, like you're talking about like bikinis. Most women
When
your
I
age
was
now wear like
so young,
skimpy bikinis.
the first time and the last time that I wore um swimsuit, I think it's around year 2005, 2006.
Wow,
I
that's a
think
long time ago.
2005. That's the
It's
time
like
that I only.
16 years ago. Wow.
Yeah,
Last time I wore
yeah.
something was probably like
I
4 or
told you
5 years
already
ago.
that when I joined to the swimming competition, because they're not allowed to join to the competition if you're not wearing a swimsuit.
Mhm. Yeah, of course not. If you're wearing nothing, they won't let you join. Celeste probably goes, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna show up naked to the swimming competition.
That looks like Angelina Jolie.
You kind of do.
Do am I looking like Angelina Jolie? Wait, I need to spread my my jaw.
You need to get bigger lips. Is what you mean? If you got lip injections, you would look more like Angelina Jolie. Just go to like a place and go to a place and they inject that whatever that collagen in your lips. You muted. She muted herself. You're muted. Mm-hmm. Must be talking to somebody.
Why it happens that my mic is muted?
I
Sorry for
told
that.
you you're muted like 3 times. I go, you're muted. You're
I,
muted. You're muted.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. You must have tapped it on accident. But you were talking for like probably a minute and a half with your mic muted.
Yeah, I talking a
I
lot.
told you. I tried to tell you. I go, your mic's
I forget
muted.
which part the last time the last.
I was like, what are you talking about? You're just like sitting there laughing and giggling and smiling. I'm like, I can't hear you. I
Yeah,
told you, like, you're muted.
which
You're
part that the
muted.
last time that you can hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Which
Yeah.
which
Any of it. I didn't hear the last things you said for like a minute and a half. I
no. What the last time that you can hear me is what I am talking about.
don't know. I don't even remember now.
We
You're talking
little
about a
games.
bikini,
You're
and you
so
didn't wear a bikini, but back from like 05, 06, he said, and then you change the view on the stream. Like you change the layout of and then all of a sudden you went muted after that.
okay.
So you must have hit something.
Actually, that part is I already forgot.
Whoops.
I forgot what I'm talking about. No, that's the problem on me. It seems like now I'm talking this, and then later on I forget
So
about
do
that.
I. So do I. Sometimes I forget too. So maybe we are really related.
But sometimes
I
we're
do
like,
the same thing. I just go. I need to think about it for a second. What were you talking about? I go, oh yeah, now I remember. I forgot for a second.
maybe the last time that I'm talking with is about the last time that I wore the last
Oh
year
five,
that
oh
I
six,
wore.
2000. Mm-hmm. So are you are you like self conscious with your body is why you don't wear a bikini or what?
Yeah, I'm too much conscious.
So I'm self conscious of my body too. I don't go in a swimsuit that often.
That's why this
I don't
time
know why. But
I can I know I can wear it because I already don't have.
you're not fat.
Yeah.
I don't know why women always think they're fat all the time. When Celeste is skinny, she's probably like, I need to lose 10 pounds. I'm like, what? Women say that
Yeah.
like I saw some woman that was like 100 pounds Filipina. She goes, and she's like 5 foot or 5'1". She goes, I need to lose weight. I want to lose like eight. I don't think he said like 7 or 8 kilos or something. Like, what are you talking about? You're not fat. It's like
No,
women.
actually, since my since my college days until now, I think my body is there's no big changes. The size is still there, but only this part is having a changes. It's
Uh,
become smaller.
why is
In this part, only the big changes because it's become smaller because that I have three kids already and I feed them through my natural milk.
breastfeeding? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
why
oh, that's weird because
it's a decreasing part.
yeah. But what I don't get is well they would because when you're pregnant they fill up with milk, and then when you're not pregnant anymore the milk generally goes away. But I've seen some. I've heard of women that still can produce milk even years after when they're kids and adult
Yeah,
even.
I'm happy and blessed because I have I can do provide milk from me because a lot of mother that they cannot produce their own milk even
Mhm.
their their front or their breast is bigger than me. They cannot make or they cannot produce a milk for their kids.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so blessed and thankful that I gave a natural milk for my kids for at least
Mhm.
even my small baby is only 6 months and then she don't like my 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 eldest daughter I breastfed on her for about 3 years
Wow, that's fairly
and
long, isn't
for
it?
it's really hard to her to separate with me like I
Yeah.
trained her for about half year to drink milk using a bottle because she really don't like to separate with me. But I
Mhm.
have to do it for her
Yeah.
and for me as well. Not
And
because she's going, she's going to practice going to school and then we can I can do nothing. I'm just stay at
yeah.
home. So my daughter, my eldest daughter grew up like only me and her in this house, and that when she go outside and there's someone's asked to her what's his her name, and then she come inside and then she cried a lot. So it seems like she's not liking other people that she didn't know. Only like mama, like you know, only family members can talk to her. And then I think she she's still do that until her 7 years old.
Wow.
She's still in that kind of crying every time that there is someone that strangers. That even it's our neighbors that she's not always like talking with her always. She's still crying. She's a kind of I love person. I love baby. Yeah, that's the story of my because
Mhm.
that time I'm not we're not really going out because I don't like going out in the house. It's my nature just to stay at home. I don't know. Even this time. you know, even in my marriage life, I just stay at home. Then I just go outside when I go to somewhere like groceries, like that. I'm not staying outside, like going to the neighbors, talking with. I'm not, but I'm still friendly.
Yeah. One thing I
Friendly.
know,
I'm
you're
still a
talking about
friendly
like
person.
you're talking
But
about
the
like
only
breast
thing
milk.
that
Yeah.
if they come to my house, to my home, to talk with me, it's fine. But me, if I go to their other place, no,
Hmm.
I,
One
I
thing I got
don't
though,
feel.
yeah. We were talking about breast milk earlier. It's actually some people just give their not very few. It's very
Baby
few, but some people give
juice,
them
hello.
like a milk. It's like a milk. What do they call it? It's just like milk that's made for babies, but they mix with like water or something. But it's still not as good as like breast milk. 'Cause breast milk has that's why you breastfeed because it has nutrients to help the growing baby.
Mm.
It's why it has
But you
special
know what?
nutrients in it, like vitamins in it.
There's a lot in Philippines that if there's like I I have a baby like the age of like 3 months, almost 3 months. Like we have a neighbor that also have a baby. If the mother of that is don't have milk, they cannot produce milk. They will brought they will bring on me just to feed. If this seems like that,
Oh, really?
there is a
You're feeding other people's kids?
yeah.
Oh,
There
I've
is
heard
a
of that
nature that
before, though. Yeah, but
you can share your milk to others.
it's kind of weird. You're having someone else's baby suck on your nipple for milk. It is kind of weird, though. But it
Yeah,
helps the kid out, though. You're doing a good thing for the kid. Is why you do it.
yeah, especially like they said, the oldest says that only if my baby is a girl, only a baby boy can take milk from me. But mostly, I don't share my breast my to breastfeed. I just pump up my milk and then put it in the
Oh,
bottle.
you
I
use
don't
a
want some
pump, yeah,
I don't
breast
want
pump,
some baby can
and then you put it in the bottle.
yeah. This is special for my baby only.
Yeah, 'cause I see once in a while at IKEA, I see people sitting around like in the like well, I used to work in the restaurant more, and this is before the virus, but I would see parents that just like have their boob out and they'd be sitting, and they'd someone be eating food right next to them and they have their boob out. I
Mhm.
mean, because of you never know the baby needs a drink sometimes and it
But
happens at random times. And I think it's no offense, but I think it's beautiful to like see a woman do it because like the kid's gonna grow up healthier, generally healthier than
yeah, and they are very sweet.
yeah.
My kid is very sweet and lovable.
And how old are your kids now?
But they
What's the
are
age?
fine. My kids now, my eldest daughter is already 11 years old.
Oh,
I have a young baby, and then 8 years old, and then 4 years old.
okay. So
This is
your oldest one's gonna be in like maybe a year and a half, 2 years, gonna be a teenager.
yeah, no, it's already teenager because it's 11 years old.
That's
And
cool.
then my
And
niece is already 12.
yeah, you
That's what,
you talk you talk to them a lot, right?
yeah, she's already like just about she's in a teenage level, just like a little bit, not too much closer to the parents, but I'm still trying my best to talk with her. And that's like she had to be closer on me as a mom.
Mm-hmm.
Like I always tell her that we're gonna be a best friend, good friend. We have a bonding like that because
That's cool.
yeah, I don't like to be so much strict because before really I did them to her that I'm always like what are you doing? No, it's not that don't do that don't do this. I'm always like that. My father's really
Mm-hmm.
strict. And then right now here I'm working here and I realize it's not good for the kids that I'm treating them like the obsession of being protective is
Yeah.
uh, I realize that it's not good for the kids.
No,
You have to
to be overprotective is what you mean.
overprotective,
Yeah.
like you can't go outside, you can't play with others because maybe I am taking good care of your skin, your and everything because they are girls.
Yeah, but how can you don't want to be overprotective though, because then then most people that are overprotective, their kids rebel
And
at some
the
point.
nature of being the kids, like this time they are really good, and then in a few minutes they are just like fighting, and there is one is crying like that. And then I really don't like to see or to hear my kids like she's crying because of her playmates. I don't like that. But now but, when I am here, I always realizing that it's not good. They have to experience that way for them to they have to experience that sometimes that instance that not every time that they always right, you know. Oh, it's because of parenting. And that's the thing that I always realize, and I miss to be a mother.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's the thing that being here, being part of your kids is like you're going to miss as a mother.
Of course they are. 'Cause they're well, your youngest one's gonna probably be the worst off by missing you. You probably or her, she probably misses you every day. I mean, well, both of them, all of them do, but the youngest one is the one that needs to be around the mom the most because it's only 4 years old and it needs the most
Oh,
mom bonding time
yeah,
with the mom.
when I left in Philippines is a month before she turns 2 years old. But still she really the time that every time I call to them. She's the only one who answered the phone call, and mama, mama, and then she's gonna sing or she's gonna dance for me like that. So
Yeah,
jolly,
that's cool.
very very active.
Mhm. So like now you've been away, so you've been in so I can't remember where you live now. I forget, but you've been in that country for 2 years.
Mm. Even I'm about 2.5 years here, and then even we don't have any communications for the first year here, working here as a first year here. I don't have any good communication with them because I don't have a mobile. But still, the connections, their connection with me is really, you can't feel it. You never feel that they are like, you know, you cannot feel that you are not them with them for the whole years. Seems like just like we are in like, what do you call this? We were just like a neighbor house like that.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's a very big impact that we have now a video call. You can have a video call.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, you can have
That's
video call
it's a good
on
thing.
Messenger.
It's a very helpful.
Yeah, it is. You can talk to them, and you can like see their expressions on their
Mm-mm.
face. And you say hi to them, and they go, "I love you, mom."
Yeah. My second baby and the small one is really like the first thing that they going to say hi, they already kissing you
Oh,
like
that's
that.
cool.
My eldest daughter is like a little not much sweet.
She's like a brat.
She's sweet, but she's not a showy.
Oh,
She's now trying to be, because she's now already a teenager. They'll
almost. She's 11 years old. Yeah, she's like in the
uh,
stage where
uh, she feels shy already.
I know people that have like cousins and stuff, and like other people that, and they got to the age where like when it was about 11 or 12, when they would not want to hang around their mom as much. You know, they want to go
Sometimes
do their own thing and hang around with their friends and go to just sit in their room and do their own stuff most of the time when they are getting that age. And then they'll go through that until they're probably like through high school. And then after they get out of high school, then you know what I mean? Like I could, you know, then they'll be like, well, I don't hang around with my mom more. As your parents are getting older, like when you in like 15, 20 years, and when your kids are like in their 20s, you're gonna be like, or whatever it is, you're gonna be like, they're gonna want to spend time with you. You
hello,
know, like
hey, Scorpio,
hi, howdy. How do you say it? Howdy, Scorpio.
Adi, Adi.
Howdy, Scorpio. Yeah, but what it is like, your old one's gonna be like, I don't want to hang out with mom much right now. But then when she gets out of high school and gets older, she'll be like, she'll want to hang around with you. You know,
Mm.
because
But she
you
always
need to
tells
look.
me,
Yeah,
Mom,
because your parents are probably close to the same age. Because
take
like
it from
me,
her.
my dad and my mom are starting to get old. You can tell them like my dad's slowing down a little bit. I noticed it in even like the last couple of years, and you need to spend time with your parents. Because I tell younger people they're like in their 20s that I work with, I go, you need to spend time with your parents because you never know how much longer they're going to be around, and you need to spend time with them. At least call them and say I love you and talk to them for maybe it's only a couple minutes, but talk to them at least and call them. You know, it's like it's a good thing you can call your kids and talk to them because you're like, I miss my kids. I can talk to them on video call. You
Mm.
know, pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure you're a good mom. That sounds like it. I mean, you're a good person, so you're probably a good mom. I mean,
Mm. Yeah, you know,
shut
it's
up,
very
internet mark. You're done.
um,
I have him blocked, so hee hee hee. Oh, internet monster's back to troll me again. No life, do you have internet monster? No life at all.
why?
He's back. Do you know she doesn't care, internet monster? Because you're a liar anyways. You're jealous, internet monster. Shut up. I don't talk to idiots, internet monster.
Actually, actually, sometimes I am in my I have a friends doing live stream, and then I shared it to my wall, to my community, and then some of my trolls came to her live stream for about, I think it's in the middle of her live stream, and then I said, it's like that. And said, oh, I said, welcome to this live stream. And then he have a lot of toxic fans. And I told him, I think that you have a crush on him. That's why you are here. Like that. And then he said, like, it's just like he's laughing. And then
Mm-hmm. Probably,
I don't know.
yeah.
I was just so annoying to him. And then and then and he's still messaging and then, okay, I know you have crush on me, and then thank you so much for having crush on me. And then he stopped messaging. It was just message like a smiley emoji, and then heart emoji. Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
I don't know if he feels like awkward about what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because my friends on the screens, oh really? Do you know him? Yes. No, I don't know him, but I know he's always in my live stream. That's why. Actually, he's one of my trolls like that. I thought that.
Mm-hmm.
Then I
Yeah, he
think my
is.
troll is starting to love with me. have crush on
Mhm.
me. They are
Yeah,
all
it's
laughing
weird.
on my live. So cute. That's why.
Hmm.
Hi, internet monster. Like a virgin. Deborah knows that Kuya Brett is always with me on my live stream and Rona vlog as well.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't accuse you of anything. You're doing them. You're saying I'm
There's
doing all
no
this crap about um, hitting on Filipinas and shit. Of course, I have proof. I didn't accuse you of nothing, internet monster. I didn't accuse you of nothing. It's all true. So you can just stop saying well, I'm accusing you of stuff and trying to play the victim. It's true, 100% true, dude. You don't play the victim, internet monster, because you're not.
no, don't talk about that, Kuya. Enough na.
Because he's the one that starts it every time.
No,
He
and
wants to
whenever
cause
you're
he wants to cause drama. Yeah, he does. He causes
responding
drama.
to her is
He causes drama. And I know he's Shemp Enforcement Patrol too. I know he's Shemp Enforcement Patrol. And you can laugh about it all you want, internet monster. You're just laughing at yourself, making yourself look bad, internet monster, because you're Shemp Enforcement Patrol too. And you've been trolling me a lot because you have nothing better to do with your life, internet monster. You don't do anything but streams and come and say shit about me all the time. You have no life. When you come to the streams, you just start saying shit about me again. Why? Well, what's just your
please
purpose in life? You hate yourself?
stop that.
You know? You must hate yourself, internet monster. Ooh, big words from an internet troll. You're just like every other run of the mill troll. Sits behind a keyboard and says shit about me because he's tough. You're probably whacking off, getting off, saying stuff about me because you're creepy. You know it. I never did one thing to you at all, internet monster.
What? No.
Don't change the subject. Don't.
Okay,
No
I think
respect for internet monster.
Kuya Brett, I think I need to end my live stream because it's already late here in my
Okay.
time. And then my
Yep.
battery in this mobile is also getting low. It's already
Yep.
in a red
Okay.
light.
Okay. Yeah, it's like
So
5% or something.
yeah, thank you so much for your breath for joining me here in my live
Yep.
stream. Thank you, Internet Monster, for being here. Thank you,
Bye,
everybody.
loser, internet monster. Go fuck
Thank you,
yourself.
everyone.
Yeah. Bye.
Little
I hate
games, my
internet
little rubber
monster with a
band.
passion. I hate you, internet monster. Literally. You
Bye.
try to ruin
Have
my
a good
life. So bye. Bye.
day.
Bye,
God bless
sis Celeste.
you.